So everyone knows that musicians have a reputation when it comes to dating. Mostly not good things. The most toxic people you ever meet. So today we're going to explore the depths of the internet, aka Reddit, as to why you should never date a musician. What is the most annoying part about dating a musician? I know mine. I played the loudest thing possible. Drum practice is so loud and so repetitive, I know nobody can live with me because I'm just loud and obnoxious.
I'm obnoxious.
But let's see. I find the first thing I want to do when I walk in my apartment is either play my guitar or synth. Muggles. Bro, why are we calling them muggles? You're a millennial. You're a millennial. Muggles tend to go for the TV remotes or smartphones. I even had a girlfriend that banned me from picking up a guitar. Different worlds. Good girlfriend. If your boyfriend tries to pick up a guitar, get the spray bottle. Put it down. One dates musicians. Yeah, this is true. I can confirm. The brokenness and the groupies. Mostly the groupies. Listen, if they're broke, they're probably not having groupies. You can't have best of both worlds. Hearing this one time at band camp constantly, if you're dating a band person, not even like this like rock star musician, but if you're dating someone in band, God help ya. In school, I was the art kid, which means I was friends with a lot of band kids. So I was basically a band kid by proxy. And I'm a musician now. It just took me a while to figure that out. Why wouldn't you date a musician? Why would you? I've exclusively dated musicians, or with one exception, a thespian. I am myself a musician. Me too, girly. So let me tell you why you should never, ever date a musician. Ego. Everyone has one, and musicians are no exception. The difference is that an aspiring musician has a perfectly fragile ego, and a successful musician also has a fragile ego. You have to constantly be on your guard suggesting that they're not good enough or that everyone knows they suck, they're just not saying anything. Bad for dating, of course. This is giving like guitar or like lead singer in an indie band. People just like don't understand my art. They just like don't get it. Arrogance, a related phenomenon, but some musicians fortify their fragile egos by becoming incredibly full of themselves. Usually these musicians are good. They're not necessarily best in their field. It's always the most arrogant ones. This is true. Someone who is like overconfident, you know their music sucks. Delusions of grandeur. Yeah, I would say we're all delusional. Poverty? Yeah. Avoid at all costs. Dang. Poor hygiene and social skills. Hey, I take much pride in my hair, okay? Go on my Instagram, look how cute and fluffy it looks. Not really necessarily now. When I want it to be. I take a lot of pride in my hair. And I'm clean. And I'm social. There's no time to shower daily. Practice. Do you want to hang out later? At practice. Other musicians simply start out with these deficiencies, never practice, but still call themselves musicians. A better descriptors would be a couch potato. I don't know, there's some musicians that like practicing and then some never do. And the ones that never practice are definitely stinky. Not me though. I'm clean. Depression. All musicians are depressed. Fact. If everything was fine with you mentally, you probably wouldn't be a musician. This is a partial list of the reasons why all musicians are undateable incels who you shouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. You cut me deep.
No one was there to lift you up into their arms.
Dating don'ts. 12 things to know about dating a musician. I'll confirm whether these are true or not, because I'm a musician and I'm available. They have intense relationships with their bandmates that'll be more important to them than the relationships they have with you. I always like bass players. Bass players are kind of my favorite. I think maybe I'm biased just because rhythm section. Bass players are always just chill. I don't know, they're really cool people. I always kind of gravitate towards them because again, I play the drums. But yeah, I can see that. You spend a lot of time with bands. You have to get along with them and you have to like them if the band was to work. So I can see where that could be frustrating. Women will throw themselves at your dude. I wouldn't know, I'm a woman. Be expected to go not just to some gigs, but probably a lot of gigs. Why is that a bad thing? Wow, I don't want to watch the person I love do something that they're passionate about. Like, that's really annoying. I mean, it would be cool if I was dating someone and they went to my gigs, but I wouldn't make them if they didn't want to. He'll go on tour, sometimes for a long while. Okay, why are we continuing to say he? I exist. We exist. Women are here. He'll go on tour sometimes for a long while. That is if he's actually successful. He may never have any money because he's in a band, dude, and he's suffering for his art. That's true. Unless he's being financially supported by mommy and daddy. Yeah, that's probably also true. There might be groupies. Mine haven't been delivered yet. I was told I was supposed to wait 13 to 14 business days. They're not here yet. Expect to get a song as a present. I write songs with people, but it's always from like a drum perspective. So I mean, if you want like a sick beat as a gift, I could probably give you that. He's probably a night owl. I'm actually not. I go to bed at like 9:30. I'm not playing around. Creative people tend to have fragile egos. I don't. The thing about me is that I'm actually like the best person in the world, so like it's not a problem for me. Expect there to be drugs and alcohol. Not with me, baby. I know that's like kind of rare, but no, not that much of a drinker. Don't do drugs. Stay in school. Expect them to write stuff about you. Again, I can write a drum beat about how you were toxic to me in this relationship, but it's really not gonna go any further with me. What do you call a guitarist without a girlfriend? Homeless. Wait, why are we talking about furry conventions? What? You date someone who's a musician and a furry? Imagine. Dream scenario. 1, broke. 2, usually creepy. Okay, I don't think I'm creepy. Although I have met some creeps in my time playing with other musicians. Oh, the stories I could tell. Stories I could tell about other musicians being weird towards me because I'm a girl. The things that people have willingly told me is crazy. How do you get a guitar player to stop playing? Put sheet music in front of them. Ah! Oh, God, I'm good. For me, it is very simple. I've been a guitar player all my life, and no woman is ever going to change that. I've had women categorically state that it's me or that stupid guitar. Oh! I know the type of man this is. I'm usually single about 5 minutes later. Bro chose the guitar. Not even that long. I just sometimes fumble the phone figuring out how to block the number is all. This dude, man. The thing with most women is that they see you on stage doing your thing, rocking out with a cool guitar or whatever, and they think it's a rose-tinted lifestyle. What they don't see is having to load out tons of gear into a cheap car, trying to Tetris it all in, and they don't see the hours of rehearsal or writing sessions, or the hours of waiting around at venues for sound checks and showtime, having to schedule people on merch stands, having to do all of that boring promotion.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
When they first get you, being a musician is the sexiest thing in the world until one day it isn't. When they realize the glitz and glamour is a small brief moment that they aren't a part of, suddenly they want to stop and settle down. Personally, I refuse. My musical life trumps any woman any day. And it's a tough break, but that's how it is. I've worked too hard at my music career to just one day jack it in on some woman's say-so. To me, a guitar isn't going to fake a pregnancy to get her way. A guitar isn't going to use me as an ATM. Jesus Christ, dude. A guitar isn't going to try and use me for her own self better and dump me afterwards. So to me, my guitar, any woman. So in case you guys haven't pieced it together, that is exactly why you shouldn't date a musician. The dude tried to explain why he wasn't a red flag, and was a red flag. I just know his music sucks. I know his music is awful. It's so hard to be a non-toxic, sober, not broke musician in this world. Okay, so I'm not sure what that was. I just wanted to explore some of those posts. It's like a common thing that you see, and I've talked about it before, so I just wanted to have some laughs. As always, I'll see you in the next one.